Welcome. My name is Austin Post. We're here on George Mason University's campus out at the IM field. And today, I'm going to be talking to you about how to kick a field goal. Now, I am not a football player. I'm not a field goal kicker. I'm a soccer player. But hopefully today, I'm going to be able to teach you what I have learned in this technical skill. Now, if you look around, we are on a regulation football field. We have our goal posts in front of us. We have a NFL regulation football by my side. Now, most kickers, especially in the professional and college, are using a professionally made and purchased placeholder or kick holder. I personally bought this one, made it for $7, Home Depot, made out of piping. Simple, easy to do, and it works just fine. Now, going over how to kick a field goal. There are multiple things that you need to focus on. There are 4 aspects. There's the positioning, the placement of yourself, there's the approach, and there's the follow-through. Now, to go over the first one, which will ultimately lead into the second one and so forth, is positioning. But first, we want to line up behind our ball with our kicking foot in line with the ball. So, if I'm a righty, I'll be here. If I'm a lefty, I'll be here. And the ball holder will be to the opposite side. Now, with my foot here, I'll be positioned towards the goal post. If I'm kicking at this angle, but I'm kicking straight. I will then take 3 steps backwards, making sure I stay within line. 1, 2, 3. I will then make sure my adjustments are correct and I'm still straight in line with my target. From there, you're going to take 2 steps to which either side you're going to kick from. As a righty, I'm going to step to my left, 2 steps. 1, 2. I will then place my right foot back and angle towards the ball. This is my initial placement from where I will kick from. The person holding the ball will receive the snap 7 to 8 yards from the line of scrimmage. I'll be 3 yards back from them. So, a total of 10 yards from the line of scrimmage that I am. I need to make sure my body is positioned properly towards the ball. I want my plant foot 1 foot length away from the ball. So here's the middle line on the ball. I want to place my Achilles in line with that middle line and be 1 foot away. So this is where my plant foot should be when I strike the ball. When I'm in my starting position, I do not want to be angled towards the ball. I want to be angled towards where my plant foot will be. The reason for this is if I angle towards the ball, I will approach it as such, realize I'm too far inside, have to come back outside, and then wrap my foot around. This is where people will misplace their kick. If I come too far outside at first and recorrect inside, I'm now too close to the ball and I have too narrow of a kick. You want to make sure your hips and your line of movement straight is towards where the plant foot will be. Now, once I've initiated movement towards my plant foot, I want to make sure my hips stay in line and my foot swings towards target. I do not want to put my hips towards target and then have a narrow swing. I need to keep hips in line of travel and follow through. When back in the initial position, you have 2 options to start your movement. Now this is kicker preference. You may either start off on your right foot, 1, 2 kick. Or if you're a little shorter like me and can't make those long strides, you could take a stutter step on your left foot. 1, 2, 3, kick. Preference doesn't matter, but what matters is to be consistent. As a kicker, you need to make every kick, whether it be your first 50th or 1,000th, the exact same kick. The exact same walk back, the exact same side step, the exact same approach, the exact same contact, and the exact same follow through. We want to be contacting the ball in the sweet spot. Laces should be facing towards the target, and we should be contacting it where the middle third and the bottom third meet. Contacting too high will create a line drive. Contacting too low will create a rainbow that won't have the distance to make it to target. So, to give you a walkthrough of how this should look. Once the ball is placed, I will line up initially. 1, 2, 3. I will then readjust and make sure I'm still in line with the center of my target. If there's wind, you will adjust for that. I'll then take my 2 steps to the left. 1, 2. And assume the ready position. My right foot is back, which is my kicking foot. And I'm ready to approach with my hips in line to the left side of the ball. The middle of my hips, where my pelvis is, should be directly in the middle of the ball and my plant foot. That is the line of travel. From here, I personally take the stutter step. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll be following through. It'll look something like this. So now I will demonstrate the differences between a short field goal and a long field goal. Truly, there shouldn't be that many differences. As I said before, consistency is key. The only difference will be how you elevate your kick. With a shorter field goal, the distance is not as far. You're able to elevate your kick higher over the defensive line. A longer kick, you would need to bring it down to be able to get the distance to get through the goalposts. In this demonstration, I have my demonstrator 8 yards away from the ball to represent the defensive and offensive line. Now, for this kick to work, I'll have to clear his arm height to signify that my ball had cleared over the defensive and offensive line without getting smacked down. Now that I'm in my approach, when I'm ready, I will kick. As you can see, with that distance, you're able to get a lot more height and clear the line easily. Next, we'll move back and show a longer kick. Alright, so now we've moved our ball back to a 40-yard field goal, but I'll go through the exact same motions. I won't take any more steps. I won't take any less steps. I will just kick it a little bit lower, which makes it go a little bit further.